I want to preface this video by saying that this is not the only way to achieve this look. I'm just showing you one way. This is the way that I like to do it for various reasons. In my opinion, there's almost nothing you can do in machine embroidery that must be done one way. I usually just show you on this channel different ways that I do things. You are, of course, welcome to do them your own way. Today I was making a Facebook post about my website, and the picture that I chose happened to be this one. This is a vinyl zipper bag. It's made specifically it was digitized specifically to use vinyl for this zipper bag. It also uses a size 5 zipper, but that's not what's important about the picture. What's important about this picture is the fact that I have every letter of my own name in a different color, stitched in a different color. So I was going for a rainbow. Crazy that my name has 7 letters, which is perfect for Roy G. Biv. I want to show you how to achieve this rainbow look, or any letters. Imagine how cute it would be to do alternating colors for like a sports team, for example. I just thought of that. I use Embrilliance Essentials to edit my designs to stitch, and I've tried to squeeze my Essentials window into a 9x16 approximately ratio screen so that I can post this on places like TikTok and you can actually see what I'm doing. So I may move the window in to try to fit into this screen. So if I move over this window so I can see the right side of my Embrilliance panel, I'm going to go right here to this A. It says create letters. You can't see the right side of that. It says create letters. So you click that. And you notice that when that happened, and this is Embrilliance Essentials, okay? Embrilliance has multiple modules, what they call, and each module does a different thing. So, well, I'll explain that in a different video. This is just showing you Embrilliance Essentials. This is where you can use the BX fonts to type out a name rather than dragging each letter individually into a screen for software, or worse, into your machine to try to stitch each one individually. That is worth the price of Embrilliance Essentials alone. So, so here we go. I've got my ABC. I'm going to go over here to where it says Properties and it says Text. I'm going to select that and I'm going to type in, let's just make up a name, Asher, and I go right here below that. I'm going to squeeze this in a little bit just so you can see it. You can see if you click on this where it says, it doesn't say anything, it's just a box. And this one says block. That is a font that comes with your Embrilliance Essentials software. You can tell because it's lavender. So here I'm going to choose Honeybee 1 inch. Okay, that is the font that I used for my zipper bag. I'm going to go down here to, squeeze in, going to go down here to space. And I'm going to click on that space bar. You see, I clicked on the square. There's a reason I clicked on it instead of just moving it like this. Okay? I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to go left, 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 left. I'm doing it just one click at a time, as opposed to what I showed you before, which is grabbing the slider and just sliding it willy-nilly. Now, I zoom in, click on the name, and again, I don't use the mouse and drag option. I do click on that green box, and you can hear me clicking my arrows. I'm clicking them. When you do it this way, just clicking one at a time like this, do, 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 do. Now I've got to move the R2, whatever. When you do it this way, the reason I do it this way is because I am ensuring that the letters stay in a line. If you are picky about your letters, you're picky about your names, you're picky about the fonts, you want to do it this way with the arrow keys. If you drag, you could always do this. Oops. Now the R is lower. See? I like to use the arrow keys to move mine left and right. Now I'm going to separate out the letters. You can see here that up here in my objects pane, look, all one word. There's nothing broken up in there. It's just one word, Asher. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to where it says Stitch Simulator. Drag this box, da-da-da-da-da-da, go through the A, goodbye. Right before this letter S starts, I'm going to use these arrows right here. Again, these go one stitch at a time. So this is where you perfect. And there. Right there, it is telling me, tying out the A, it's about to move on to the R. I'm going to click right here, stop. Then I go down here and I select another color, any color. So I selected this ivory color. Great, fine, wonderful. Okay, now again, go up here to the slider, over. Let's get past the S. Okay, then let's use our arrows to go back to the final stitch on the S. Hit stop. Choose any color. H. Now we're going to go to the E. And finally, cross the E to the R. I do like to make my colors way different so that no matter how I save them, my software won't think. If you save it in certain formats, it only uses a few different color palettes. If you save it in certain formats, it might think that a slightly different shade of yellow is still yellow. So when I do separate out my letters like I just did, you can see that I used totally hideous different colors. They do not go together. That's fine. This is, again, you choose your colors when you stitch it out. So what's on the screen isn't what you have to stitch. With this name, if you want to select the, quote, correct colors that you're going to be stitching on your item, you can totally do that right now. I don't. I just say, okay, I've got 5 letters. I know I need 5 colors or 2 alternating colors, whatever, and my machine will stop at each one. So now that that's done, that is how I have used Stitch Simulator to save that name in multiple colors. So then I would just go up here to File, hit Save As. I choose Stitch and Working. That's a different explanation. It doesn't really matter. All you really need is the stitch file, save stitch file as, and then you would go into your folder that you want to save it in and just save it. Asher 5 colors or whatever. So that is how I achieved the rainbow look. Please give this video a like and a comment and follow me for more tips and tricks about how I do machine embroidery. It's what I do every day. I'm actually a digitizer. So if you're interested in designs or fonts, you can visit designsbylittlebee.com. And I'll see you in the next video, and I'll chat with you in the group. Bye.